Cameron Williams, top five kid in the class of 2026, five-star power forward, was on a visit to Purdue this weekend. He took in a football game that was delayed for like 3 hours before Purdue hosted USC in the rain. But by all accounts, good visit. Sounds like Purdue put their best effort in, and Cam Williams had a very good time. That's the rumblings out of this visit. While he was on his visit to Purdue, his recruitment took a twist here, took a little turn. He canceled his visit to North Carolina. He also announced that he's going to reschedule a visit to USC. So sometimes when a recruit of any caliber, but especially of this caliber, is visiting one school and makes decisions to make changes to his other plans, sometimes that can be telling of where things are headed. Coming into this weekend, there was certainly no expectation that Purdue would land a commitment from Cameron Williams. If anything, Purdue was viewed on the outside looking in of the Cameron Williams recruitment. Everyone I've asked around for has said that Arizona is the team to beat. But even beyond that, there are a few other schools that feel they have a better shot than Purdue felt they had a shot of. So I don't know if I can win horse this and say him canceling a UNC visit while on a Purdue visit means good things for Purdue, other than one school seemingly seems out of it and Purdue very much still seems in it out of this visit. But what's the math you're doing mentally here? Do you think these two things are connected at all? What's your interpretation?
You consider me consistent?
No.
Okay, well, here's my attempt to be consistent. Here's my first baby step into finding a little bit of consistency in the way I operate. If this was anybody else in any other situation, I would give school that is currently hosting visit the credit and give them a leg up because something on that visit happened, which caused another school to get the axe. So simple consistency Carter math on this one. That school that would be beneficial of this would be Purdue. That tells me that the Purdue visit went extremely well and something occurred on that visit, and or he received a text on the Purdue visit from another school saying, "Yeah, I know you mentioned that other zero that you wanted on there. We can make that work. Okay, that's fun. I'll cancel UNC and I'll call y'all after this weather delay is over."
Yeah, that might have been what's going on too. Tough timing with the weather app, by the way. Tough.
Yeah, that's extremely. We don't like that. We don't do
Yeah.
that. No, but this to me this points to Purdue doing something well.
Really?
Yeah, I thought they were out of it to be honest with you, and maybe they still are. You can tell me, but I never really considered that Cam Williams actually going to Purdue.
I didn't either. I'm not going to tell you they're out of it. I'm certainly not going to do that.
You could.
I think canceling a UNC visit at any point in time is more about UNC than it is wherever you are when you cancel the UNC visit. Is that fair?
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Like, I don't think this was like, let's watch some film. Hey, look, this is how I use TKR on short rolls. You should cancel Hubert. And then Cam was like, okay, like I just don't think that's how this went down. I think UNC's UNC and they were trending out of it anyway. Honestly, timing wise, maybe Cam Williams was like sitting inside a I don't know, a hallway waiting for the rain to abide. Like, this sucks. I don't want to go on any more visits and stand in the rain anymore that I don't want to. Get me out west where it's nice. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I do think Purdue lingering means something. I don't know what. I certainly don't feel confident enough that I'm going to predict they land Cam Williams. I still think Arizona's the team to beat. I would keep my eye on multiple West Coast schools here. However, have you noticed that Cam Williams is Purdue's essentially only target right now at their only position of need?
Yeah, basically, because I mean the only other players are they're in on Ogden. Um, did they make the finalists for Arfon?
No.
Yeah, this is basically it.
They have a bunch of big man targets, centers in 27 and beyond. They have a bunch of wings and shooters and even point guards they're still after. But just positionally, you look at the roster for next year too, after the big three leave. They're good at the guard spots. I think they're good at the three. I think they're good at the five. And what did Newbert say, my GOAT, last week? He said, yeah, the biggest priority is going to be front court help. And he meant it as the portal, but I think you could paraphrase that and say we have one gaping wide open spot at the four. Who's going to take it? And if you're just doing like, let's watch offers and where's the movement, Purdue seems like really their only four target at the prep level is Cam Williams. And maybe that's because they know there's such a need. Like they need someone who's ready to contribute to winning. So they
Mhm.
don't want to offer a bunch of developmental fours. But I think they think Cam Williams would come in and play 32 minutes right away, probably be a one and done and fill that gap.
Yeah, I think that even right now with the season that Payne has ahead of him, I think he knows that like once TKR is done, there's going to be a pretty gaping hole at that four spot, and it needs to be filled by an elite player, an elite recruit, an elite transfer person, or Purdue fans get all they ever wanted in life, and Jack Benter takes a leap like we've never seen before.
It could happen, right? The forgotten man, Jack Benter.
The forgotten.
Did Jack Benter also cancel his North Carolina visit, or was he's not taking those yet?
I don't think he ever took any
Oh,
visits.
my bad. Sorry. I just know Hubert loves his stretch fours that spend a lot of time on the bench. That's
It's,
been his go-to, right?
it's not about Jack Bender.
My
Relax.
bad. Sorry. My bad. What's the likelihood Purdue lands Cam Williams to you?
Hmm. What number was Gilbert Arenas?
Zero.
Yeah, that one.
So you just you said you want to be consistent. You gave Purdue a bunch of flowers, said it means something, they have a chance, and now you're giving them a 0% chance.
So the thing about consistency is, you always got to end up leaning on the gut that I have, the gut that protrudes. Um, I just always thought this was gonna be a West Coast kid, and I don't think that rain delay in West Lafayette is gonna flip him even that much.
I don't know. The football team didn't
There,
quit.
there's a world where he thinks that whatever the weather is in Indiana is the same weather as it is in North Carolina.
That is possible.
There are truly people on the West Coast that don't understand what goes on weather-wise over out this way.
This is true.
Like they don't get cold. They don't understand that. They don't know about puffer coats. They don't know about West Lafayette rain.
You might have just made a great pitch for Purdue though, because Cam Williams would look great in a puffer.
The like one of the nice Nike like Purdue puffers
Yeah, he'd
with
look
all
awesome
fur.
in a puffer.
He will look awesome in a puffer.